The matchup is set.
On cue.
49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Just in case you missed it, you dipshits. As of right now, at this very second, at this moment in time, the Niners are 1.5-point favorites. Minus 118 on the money line. The Chiefs are 1.5-point dogs. You can get them plus 100 on the money line. Over under is set at 47.5. Fuck. So
That's going over.
I was just gonna say we're not making no picks yet, but Donnie likes the over.
Yeah.
Little teaser.
Chiefs are underdogs.
We'll be making our picks next week on the Super Show.
Yeah.
Instead of making our picks tonight, we'll save that for the Super Show. It's going to be super. Super
Show.
So tonight, rather than making picks like we normally do, one fucking game left.
Womp,
Then
womp.
what are we gonna do?
Let that sink in for a second. We got the Pro Bowl this weekend, I think.
Oh, I ain't gonna be watching.
Flag football.
Bro, it's fun. It's entertaining, bro. They brought back the mini games and shit.
That's cool.
But anyway, we're not making picks tonight, so I thought it would be cool to share some Super Bowl betting stats and facts. So let's go ahead and spread the bread.
Spread that. Spread it out.
So let's start off with the one thing that starts the game itself. The coin toss.
The coin flip, okay.
Yeah. So as it stands right now, according to BetMGM, the odds for the Super Bowl coin toss are minus 105 for heads and minus 105 for tails.
Makes sense because it is a 50-50 flip.
Exactly.
I like it.
What if it just stuck straight up? Like it got caught in the
Then you
turf.
just gotta flip
We'd
it
have to be
again.
worried about gravity or something. Something be going
Rock,
on.
paper, scissors after that.
So obviously,
Just both lose.
50-50 chance heads or tails. There's 50-50 chance for the Chiefs and the Niners. So let me go over the past couple Super Bowls coin toss here. Last year was tails with the Chiefs. They won the toss and the game.
Yep.
The Rams-Bengals was heads. Bengals won the toss. Rams won the game. Chiefs-Buccaneers landed on heads. Chiefs won the toss. Bucs won the game. And then the last time the Chiefs and Niners played, it was tails. Niners won the toss. Chiefs won the game.
Get me for a
What
second.
does that
Yeah,
mean?
you did.
That means if you have tails,
Then you win up until that last one. Or
So,
you lose. I don't know.
all in all,
I was with you.
out of the last 9 years, tails has won the Super Bowl coin toss 6 out of the last 9. That's a high percentage there.
6-3, basically.
Last year, the Chiefs snapped the 8-year streak of the winner of the toss.
Losing the game?
Losing the game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So we're putting all of our money on heads then. Just based on 6-3. Even though that literally doesn't change the 50-50 flip.
It doesn't.
But it kind of feels like the law of averages.
That's law.
That's the law. But then if it's tails, then we really put all our money on heads again the next year.
Yeah.
And then if it's tails again, we really the next year.
Triple it.
Yeah.
That's right.
Double or nothing. Try to cover our losses, as they say.
Yes, sir.
That's definitely what you should always do.
So,
Every time.
there's a coin toss for you. So, let's talk about the Super Bowl over-under totals. The over-under, according to Vegas Insider, has gone 28 and 28 the first
Wow.
57 Super Bowl matchups. But you're probably thinking at home, that math isn't mathing.
No.
There was no total posted for Super Bowl I between the Green Bay Packers and the Chiefs. The only Super Bowl on record, they had no total
They just were
in
like,
terms
we
of
have no idea."
gambling because there was obviously a total in the game. Someone had to win.
Somebody.
Score of that was like 35-10 or some shit. Packers.
Maybe they didn't know about betting back then.
No, they did.
They did because they had a spread on that. Maybe they just didn't do totals back then. That's a fun fact for you.
28 and 28. Gonna be 29 and 28. Guaranteed.
Let's talk about
One way or the other.
the betting history itself for the Super Bowl.
Okay, here we go.
So straight up, I'm going to read this off as favorites to underdogs. You follow me? So the first number I'm going to give to you is the favorites. Second number I'm going to give to you is the underdogs.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do it.
The record straight up is 37-19,
It's looking good for the Niners.
which I think that math is one off as well, not including last year's Super Bowl.
that would be 56. Yeah.
So the favorite last year was the Eagles.
Was it?
Yep. So right now we're sitting at 38-19.
What did that be?
Oh, I'm sorry,
37?
37-20. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah. Okay.
I'm just making sure you're following along. This one.
Yeah.
Got you. Got you.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, that was good right there."
But then against the spread, obviously our favorite prop to bet, spread the bread. 29, 23, and 2 to the favorite,
Okay.
which is now 29, 24, and 2.
So the 49ers are the one we should be looking at. Swear to smart money.
Potentially.
Apparently.
Hey, I'm just giving these stats out to help, maybe sway our decisions for 2 weeks from now. And as I said, over-unders 28-28. But then let's take a look at the AFC and the NFC. Break that down further.
What's the better FC?
Get this.
No.
20 and 28.
29-29.
How is it 29?
I don't know.
29 when there's 57 Super Bowls.
I'm sorry, I read this wrong. See,
Put your
this
glasses
is why I
on.
need glasses, bro.
I'm like, that's one extra. You got me with the one less, but the one extra, I don't know how they did that one.
Oh, wait. So it's listed here as Vegas Insider. What are we doing? 28 and 29 is what it's listed at.
For what side?
AFC.
Oh, so now this one has to be the NFC.
Or, I'm sorry, NFC. You got one.
Oh, so this one has to be the
above
AFC
the other.
then.
Fuck.
Then against the spread, AFC to NFC, 27, 28, and 2.
That's crazy how close they are. It's just a coin
It's
flip.
kind of mind blowing.
Don't even try to bet on the game analytically. Just flip a coin and pick one.
You might as well.
That's the way it's looking.
Brandon Staley would hate these stats.
He would hate him. He's
He
big,
probably-
big in it.
Big analytic guy.
Got his job off of analytics.
He probably hates all the Chargers stats too.
And one last thing I
Not
want to
for
run
me.
through here
Seattle.
is favorites and underdogs against a spread since 2013.
Okay. More recent stat.
That's that was the Ravens and 49ers Harbaugh Super Bowl.
Oh.
The Harbaugh.
Which I picked that Super Bowl because that's what we thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
That's what the logo conspiracy theorists thought it was going to be.
That is what they thought it was going to be.
So-
Come on, man.
Since 2013, underdogs have covered 7 out of those 11 matchups, with
7-11.
the 2015 Patriots as an exception because they were basically a pick 'em when they played Seattle. So there was no spread there.
Oh. Why'd they do
Spread's
that?
pretty small for this one. So basically, it's just if the Chiefs win or not.
Why they do what?
Why'd they do that?
They couldn't decide who they wanted, so it just went down to a pick 'em.
They said, "Who could it be?" And they were pretty right because if they just handed the ball out to Marshawn, they would have won.
Came down to it.
Yeah, but they picked the pick instead.
I feel like that's how this Super Bowl is going to be.
Nah, I don't think so.
I think it's going to be close.
What do you think the last numbers are going to be on the spread?
the last spread number?
Like the line movement. What do you think is going to be the final one?
I think the Chiefs are going to be favored by the end of it. I do.
3.5.
It's
For
going
who?
to jump up.
For the
Yeah.
Niners?
I don't know. Just 3.5.
Interesting.
I think it might stick with 1.5. Or since this hasn't happened in a while, fuck it.
Yeah, it does.
Let's make that one a pick 'em. Let's have some fun.
I think this game's going to be a blowout one way or the other.
What
I
makes you
can't
say
tell
that?
you which way. It's just either going to...
It's just the vibes.
Just the vibes. It's like either the 49ers roster is going to be so much better than the Chiefs roster that they're going to smack them, or the Chiefs are going to just be so much better prepared than the 49ers that they're going to smack them.
Yeah.
That's a good point. I mean,
Like, it's either the Chiefs have nothing they could do about it kind of thing, or the 49ers are just not actually them.
so
Because these playoffs, the 49ers have not looked like them.
so I mean, if we're going both of the Niners and Chiefs playoff games, this playoff,
Chiefs have looked.
Chiefs have had the lead, I think, this whole time.
Pretty much, yeah. Well, the Bills game was back and forth, but they would only be losing for one drive. Back when.
And the Niners, they had to come back and win.
Like, both games.
I'm going to have a tough time fucking picking this one.